If you got people who are impressed by things, I don't care. I care about people's character. Why is all of this important to you? And there's no judgment on that. I'm just curious why this is.
Well, I want to be better than everyone else. So being a really, really nice, heartfelt, honest guy who created hundreds of jobs, who was a self-made millionaire out of his front yard, who's only had happy customers his entire life, who has not a single person on the entire internet that can ever say a bad word about me. I called the top on the day for free, no paid group, in 2017, this last cycle. That top call has been in profit every single day of the last 10 months, except for one day. If people had taken my advice and sold Bitcoin 10 months ago and bought HEX instead, they'd be up right now 10 times their money instead of down half, which is a 20x better. And that's after a 66% dip. They would have been up 30 times their money. So I tell people this stuff for free. I'm a self-help author. My oldest YouTube videos are self-help videos. So being an honest, hardworking, self-help author, give everybody everything for free chat rooms, free YouTube videos, ads turned off, but I still get yelled at. I just raised $27 million for medical research to save everybody's lives, including the haters. Has anyone else raised more money for charity and crypto than I have? Has anyone generated any cryptocurrencies that have gone up 1,000,000% in under 2 years? Didn't get any likes, didn't get any followers, still had under 100,000 subs. But if you show all this stupid crap, right? I've got $3 million of watches, I don't even wind them anymore. This is what people care about. So I did the honest, wholesome, self-help author thing, make the world better thing. No one cares. They care about this. So I do this.
That's so wild, because I've recently realized that as well, because like we're working on this project and it's the messaging is like, hey, these shamans are healing. Nobody gives a shit about that. They care about what's in it for them, right? And so it's like we're switching the messaging around on that, because it's ancient wisdom is what we're sharing. We're teaching people all this stuff. But I had that exact conversation just 15 minutes ago. I was like, nobody cares about charity. Like it would be
I tried
nice
the other way.
if people did, but people don't. What's in it for them? What's in it for them? When they're going to get their bank? It's all about them. Oh, you help charity? Okay, cool. That's nice. But
why didn't you help this charity instead? Why didn't you help that charity instead? I just got from my lawyer, I'm just going to start going after everybody for fun. So he's got these cease and desist written up, and we're going to start issuing them. And so if Craig Wright can do it as a fraud, I can do it as an honest guy.
So why all the hate for HEX?
Long story short, all HEX it's Bitcoin with proof of work change. We pay Ethereum miners instead of Bitcoin miners. We pay them a small fee. We don't give them any block rewards. The only inflation goes to people that lock up their coins and drive the price up. It's proof of weight. So you have to wait and pay a miner a little bit to roll your transaction. It's a hybrid proof of stake, proof of work. Proof of stake for inflation, proof of work for logging the inflation.
Well, since you guys launched this thing, you guys are only up 312,000%.
Oh man, is that all? That's weak.
That's it.
Well, it sucks because it's a dip from 1,000,000%, but hey, dips are in the game. And by the way, that PulseX sacrifice is over $1 billion now. This is real money. And then if you go look at the other sacrifice address for the PulseChain sacrifice, it's got hundreds of millions of dollars as well. There's over $660 million of stablecoins in those two addresses alone. So this is one of the largest political statement fundraising things anyone has ever seen before in history, but you won't hear about it anywhere because it's a bunch of thieving scumbags that don't care about the users. So you asked yourself why you didn't get your free HEX. It's because it was hidden from you by scumbags. Or same exact thing is going to happen again. But you would agree that $1 billion real money raised for anything is newsworthy.
Absolutely. I think so. No question about it.
Absolutely. That's a lot of money, and it's a lot of trust that a lot of users have put in you.
We're beating Ethereum 2.0 to market with their own features, but with free coins. When Ethereum 2.0 launches, you don't get any free coins. So we win and dominate absolutely everyone in every single measurement possible, but I still get accused of shit, and it just drives me wild. I'm like, at what point are these people going to realize we won? The game is over. We won already.
It shouldn't drive you wild. I mean, if you believe in what you're doing, who cares? I mean,
I'm here for glory, bro. And the glory only counts if people recognize and respect. So
why do you need that?
I have to shove it down their throat.
Wait, why do you need that?
Significance driven. I am significance driven.
I love that you recognize that. Like, there's a lot of people that wouldn't have the awareness, and you're like, I need.
That's right. My mental problem allows me to enrich the rest of the world with great products. So lucky that I have a hole in my soul that doesn't get filled because I keep being productive. because I know a lot of other people that have the opportunities that I have that wouldn't be working as hard as I work.
We're uncovering the real Richard Hart here.
How many people got to ride up the 6.9 million X price increase from a penny to $69,000 of Bitcoin? Nobody, because they all thought they were smart, selling at a double, triple, quadruple, 10X, 100X, 1000X. They didn't get to ride the 6.9 million X. But if some of them could have locked up their coins and made interest without having to take counterparty risk, you want to make interest on your Bitcoin? You got to give it to somebody else, and please, can you give it back with a little bit more, a little interest, please? And they get robbed all the time. And this happens in Ethereum too. Ethereum 2.0 said, oh, we're going to let you stake if you've got 32 Ethereum. And so what do people do? They don't have 32 Ethereum. They don't have 100 grand to put in. So they give their coins to somebody else. And that guy loses the keys or runs with the money. And there's already been $100 million lost to that. HEX solves that, rather. PulseChain solves that, because you don't need 32 coins to become a validator. And you can delegate your voting power to somebody else. You don't have to have a server farm. So it is still decentralized. Everything I do is better, and I just wish people would look into it again. So I invented something called Hart's Law. Hart's Law states that the price of things that trade against each other move up and down at the same time versus the dollar, because they're bonded by the liquidity in their pair. So the reason Bitcoin and Ethereum move up and down roughly identically lately is because they're interchangeable for each other. Don't buy anything I've ever made. I suck. I'm a scammer, okay? Don't buy anything I've ever made. I am the worst. Don't even go to my websites.
You're not nearly as douchey as we thought we were going to be.
I appreciate your awareness of the need for significance. And just as a student of psychology, I'll say this, and you can hear me now or believe me later. Doesn't matter how much recognition you get, that need will never be filled by human beings. It's not possible.
I care about what people think, and it keeps me in a good spot for human, you know?
Richard's an interesting character, and what I enjoyed most about that conversation was his honesty about who he is and his own personal weaknesses and why he does what he does, why he portrays himself as he does. Like, he stripped away the pretense and is like, people don't want that.
That was fascinating to me when he was watching him shed the rings and just taking off his jacket. And then when he was done, he was just wearing a black t-shirt and chatting with us. Yeah. It's almost like that facade just kind of disappeared a bit.
This is all about significance for him. He wants to be the king daddy, which is fine. Hey, look, if you know what your psychological issues are, then I applaud you for just leaning into them, whatever they are.